inventor was looking for something in the forest, very determined.
I'm so close, but I had to work hard.
What are you doing, inventor? What's it in your hand?
Hush! Be quiet!
I was just wondering because I never seen such a tool before. What is it?
This is a metal detector. I'm looking for metal in the ground. If it finds something, it will let me know.
Will this device let you know? It's a thin can.
Have some patience, Wolf. You'll see how it works.
Do you need metal? I have a fork and spoon if you want them.
No, it has to be a very valuable thing.
Valuable like a pirate's treasure? Do you think there's a treasure in a cave like that of Ali Baba and the 40 Thieves? Maybe diamonds or gold or emeralds or silver.
No, Wolf, none of that. This is something more valuable.
You're kidding, right? You just want to keep it to yourself. Wait, I became rich, yippee!
Are you rich?
I mean we. Since we found it together, we became rich.
I don't intend to share it with you. It's my invention.
I'm hurt. You're so selfish. I accompanied you in your search all the morning long. If I weren't here, you wouldn't be bored. So let's make it bet. The treasure is mine if I find it first.
If you say so.
Then whoever finds it first, get those metals. If I find it, it'll be mine.
You're being greedy. Even if you find it without any tools, how are you going to dig it out?
You leave it to me. Do we have a deal?
Yeah, sure. Let's see how you will find it.
Nice! But aren't we forgetting something?
Like what?
Well, you're a clever inventor. We need rules for the competition to be fair.
Rules? What rules?
I will use this tool. You'll use this pen.
It doesn't seem fair, but okay, we got it.
Deal? Hey, I didn't think you would agree so easily.
The wolf thought he could win the bet, so he ran to the farm and gathered all his digging tools.
Fooling the silly goats, it's child's play. Does she think she can dig the ground with a pen?
The metal finder gave a signal when the wolf returned with the pickaxe and shovel.
Hooray! Hooray! I found it! It's right here!
Get out of here! The treasure is mine! A pickaxe, a shovel, it's over!
Hey, you hurt me! What are you doing, Wolf?
The wolf didn't pay attention to Inventor. With great determination, he hit where the metal was, using the pickaxe.
Stop, Wolf! You'll hurt yourself!
Do not stand in the way! Aye!
When the wolf hit the ground with the pickaxe, his body shook as if something was pushing him.
It didn't work with the pickaxe. I have to try something else.
Do you want me to help you?
Go away! Now with this drill.
Are you sure you don't want help?
I told you to go away. Mind your own business. There was no drill. Sledgehammer, yes! Why didn't I think of that before?
The wolf tried his best all day long until it started getting dark, but he couldn't even dig an inch.
What kind of stone is this? I can't break it at all. But wait, now you see. If I propel a U-truck here, it'll work.
As the wolf forcefully inserts a large rock into the sling, he noticed Inventor smiling, thinking she was making fun of him. He roared in anger.
What are you laughing at? Don't you have work to do? Mind your own business!
I've already taken care of my business, my friend. I'm watching you now. You're very diligent, but your efforts are in vain because you never listened to me. If you listened, you'd know I found the treasure.
What? How? What did you find? How did you find it? Where did you find it?
Yes, I found it while you were drilling.
Did you cheat? There's no way you could dig here with a pen.
I didn't dig. I used the pen to write a letter to my friend the mole. He brought me what I was looking for. The mole's house is made of solid stone, so you cannot dig it.
What? What mole? A letter? A letter to the mole? When did you write the letter? Who brought it? Where is the postman?
You were so focused on digging that spot that you didn't pay attention to anything else.
So where's the treasure?
Right here. It's a Mother's Day gift from my mom. I had buried it here so no one could find it, but the mole unknowingly made a dent on it.
But this necklace would be mine. I would have taken it when I broke the stone if it only opened. It's not fair. That's cheating. What is this? What's going on? Help!
You always get into trouble, Wolf.
Everyone was overjoyed when Snow White rescued the dwarfs after Betty had kidnapped and sent them to the Green Giant's forest using her witch powers.
Hooray! We're home again!
Snow White, we wouldn't have escaped from the giants if it weren't for you.
Betty will never harm you again. Don't worry.
However, Betty was feeling unhappy and annoyed.
You may have saved your friends for now, but this isn't over, Snow White.
So they found the note I had left. That's good.
What are you talking about?
Oh, nothing.
They may have saved the dwarfs, but that doesn't matter anymore.
It's best to forget about it.
Forget? Never. I will not let Snow White live happily ever after.
You're acting like a witch now.
What do you mean? I am a witch, and I will get my revenge.
Okay. So what's your plan now?
I'll take her magical powers.
How do you intend to do this?
Leave that to me.
It's nice to be together again.
Dopey and I gathered these fruits for you.
Yummy. It's late. I should be going home.
Snow White, it'll be dark soon, so why don't you stay tonight?
I don't know. Maybe.
We stay! Yes, stay!
Okay then, I will. Snow White slept well that night.
Snow White, wake up! Something terrible has happened.
What? What's the matter, Grumpy? Did Betty do something?
No, but Dopey is sick. I think he was poisoned.
Poisoned? How?
While picking fruits yesterday, he ate wild berries. Look!
These fruits are very poisonous.
But there must be a solution.
Yes, a tea brewed with black lotus leaves can cure it.
There's no time to waste. We must get that flower.
Where does the black lotus grow?
This flower only grows in the Swamp Valley.
It's dangerous for you to go. I'll go instead. I have magical powers.
I'm coming with you.
So you're going to the Swamp Valley to get the black lotus. This is the opportunity I was looking for. Parrot, I have work to do. Watch the house.
She never learns.
How far is it?
We're almost there. Once we cross the forest, we'll have arrived.
Let's pick up the pace. We must get that flower as soon as possible.
I need to find that black flower. But these lotuses are all colorful. Ah, here you are. Yikes! What's that?
Snow White and Grumpy finally reached the swamp.
Here we are.
We must find the black lotus at once, Grumpy.
Only one black lotus blooms annually. Keep your eyes open, Snow White.
Looking for this?
Betty, we need that flower. Dopey is very sick.
I know. That's why I'm here. I wanted to help you.
Then give me the flower.
Sure. Your magical powers for the flower. Agree?
That's all you need? Okay, you've got a deal.
No, Snow White, don't!
We have no choice, Grumpy. We must bring the flower immediately so Dopey can heal.
How did you get that flower without being seen by the swamp monster?
How quickly you forget that I have magical powers. Look, the monster is sleeping peacefully.
Give us the flower first.
Sure. Go get it.
She threw the flower into the swamp.
Watch out! The monster woke up. Get out of there quickly.
I got it.
Now your magic powers will be mine.
You tricked us. You won't get my magic powers.
Ah, what's going on? I'm burning.
Let's get the flower to Dopey right away. But we have one last job. Hey,
You can't hurt anybody else anymore. Take that! It would be cruel to leave you there. For a moment, I thought the monster would eat me up. Thank you. Let's go home now.
Snow White and Grumpy took the black lotus flower and quickly returned to the dwarf's house. Doc immediately prepared the healing potion.
Dopey is saved! Hooray! He is healed!
Cinderella was at home testing some spells she had learned from her magic book.
Hocus pocus. Let the carrot turn into a watermelon. I did it! Let's move on to the next. Hocus pocus. Let the watermelon turn into a mirror. Hooray! I did it again!
At that moment, someone knocked on the door. Cinderella was surprised when she opened it.
Artist, come on in. What happened to you?
I was decorating for a party and wanted to glue some feathers around.
It seems you glued them on yourself instead of everywhere else.
I fell into the glue bucket and all the feathers stuck on me.
Do you want me to remove the feathers?
No, my sister inventor applied spray on me. It's supposed to dissolve the glue, but unfortunately I have to wait until midnight for it to take effect.
So what can I do for you?
Well, I can't show up in front of the guests like this. I was wondering if you could host the party.
I have a better idea.
Cinderella and Artist stood in the front of the mirror.
I look awful!
Hocus pocus. Let the mirror turn into an armchair.
The mirror turned into an armchair in an instant.
Wow!
I've been studying magic using my magic book. If you want, I can change you back.
That would be great!
Glue and feathers, listen to me. Hocus pocus.
Cool! Thank you, Princess!
No problem. I can also help you organize the party if you want.
There was someone else watching all this from the window.
Well, well. A magic wand, huh? I could turn all stones into eggs and leaves into gold.
Cinderella and Artist made their way to the house where the party would be, and the wolf followed them.
Can you turn curtains into balloons? If we turn the window into a fireplace, that would be okay.
Cinderella and Artist began to decorate everything using magic. They turned the curtains into balloons, the tables into gold tables, and the window into a fireplace.
Look! These are the goose feathers I fell into.
I'm allergic to goose feathers.
When Cinderella sneezed, everything started to change again.
Oh no! Tables turn into chairs and windows turn into doors. The balloons also turn into watermelons.
And you?
And me?
Look!
I've turned into you?
It was because I sneezed.
Can you fix this?
I will try.
Everything took a different shape once again, including Artist.
You're a frog now.
Cinderella looked for her wand, but could not find it.
Where's my wand?
I took it.
Wolf, give it back to me.
No way. First, I must turn those stones into eggs.
Stop, Wolf.
Right, left, hocus pocus. All should turn into eggs.
Wolf!
I did it! I did it! I have lots of eggs now!
Give it to me.
You can have it now. I don't need it anymore.
Let these things be over. Let the wolf get smarter too. Hang on, Artist. I'll get you back to normal. My left and my back. Hocus pocus! Oh no! Artist is not turning back to normal. What shall I do now?
While Cinderella was trying to turn Artist back to normal, guests started arriving.
Oh no! They shouldn't see you like this. Let's get into that room.
Cinderella and Artist entered the utility room immediately. Unfortunately, the room was full of feathers that Artist had gathered earlier.
Achoo!
Am I back to normal?
When Cinderella sneezed, Artist turned into the wolf and the wolf became the artist.
Hello, Artist.
Artist? What artist? I'm the wolf.
Artist is such a joker. Good one, Artist.
When Cinderella sneezed, the room, Artist and the wolf took different shapes.
Am I back to normal?
No, I'm sorry.
The party's almost over.
Wait, I'll handle it. Let time flow. Let the world stop. Hocus pocus. Yikes! Now she fell asleep.
Cinderella had been trying all night long, but nothing had worked. Nothing turned back to normal. At midnight, something unexpected happened.
Am I back to myself? Look, my goose feathers are also falling off.
Yay! Oh, I'm a wolf again. I can now eat my eggs. Mommy, my teeth.
Oh, I couldn't break the spell, but time did.
My beautiful party is ruined.
I am so sorry.
Cinderella and Artist left the room.
Artist, this is the most wonderful party I've ever been to. Everything was constantly changing. I don't know how you did it, but the whole farm is talking about your party.
I think we had the best party ever.
I guess so.
Once upon a time, everyone was asleep on the farm. The little goats, Artist, Stylish, Inventor, Athlete, and Musician were all sleeping. Except for Dreamer Goat.
I will show him.
At sunrise, Dreamer Goat walked to the forest to look for the wolf.
Did you steal my dreams? Answer me!
The wolf was shocked when he heard these accusations. It turns out that Dreamer Goat couldn't dream for 2 days. He couldn't even use his imagination. Of course, the wolf didn't steal his dreams.
Of course I did.
As always, the wicked wolf had a plan.
I'll give them back to you if you bring me a delicious egg.
Dreamer Goat knew the hen would give him an egg if he asked politely.
It's a deal.
Dreamer Goat visited the hen and explained the situation to her, so she gave him 1 egg. The wolf was happy with their agreement, but he had no idea how to make Dreamer Goat get his dreams back.
If you want your dreams back, you'll need to do a few things.
Such as what?
The wolf wasn't very creative, so he started making things up.
Well, you'll need to climb that mountain first.
Dreamer climbed it, but nothing happened.
Next, you'll need to pick all the apples in this orchard.
Dreamer did as he was told, but nothing happened. The wolf made Dreamer Goat work all day long. The goat washed the dishes, swept the floor, dried the glassware, but nothing worked. Nothing seemed to work. So, Dreamer Goat then took the egg from the wolf and went back home. The goat was so tired that he lay in his bed and fell asleep immediately. He was able to dream again. When he woke up, the wolf was beside his bed.
You were dreaming! Give me my egg back!
But your ideas didn't work.
A deal is a deal.
Okay, wait for me in the forest. I will bring you the biggest egg ever. Here's your egg.
When the wolf was getting ready to eat the egg, the shadow of a big ostrich appeared behind him.
by the way, I forgot to tell you that I took the egg without permission.
Help! 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 Help!
Kondo-san.
Once upon a time, there lived a mother goat and her 7 kids. They lived in a house in the forest. Mother goat loved her kids and would protect them at any cost. She would try to teach them lessons about her life experiences. And they were so cute. 4 of them were girls and 3 of them were boys. One day, Mother Goat wanted to go to the market to sell the butter that she had made. But she had to leave her kids at home by themselves.
My dear ones, I'm going to the market. Don't you dare open the door to strangers. Please be careful.
Okay, Mom.
Okay, Mom.
When you come, show us your feet. If we believe that they are your feet, we'll open the door.
Mother Goat set off right after kissing all her kids goodbye. Meanwhile, there was a treacherous wolf wandering in the forest, searching for some easy prey. The wolf was hiding behind a tree, patiently waiting for the little goat's mother to leave the house. As soon as she left, he knocked on their door. He wanted to make use of this opportunity.
Who is it?
My dear kids, it's me, your mother. I've brought you some wonderful and delicious fruit. Open the door for me.
Hey, wait. I know this voice. This is the voice of the wolf. Remember what Mom said?
The wolf has a deep voice. Oh, my dears, please be careful and don't make a mistake, or the wolf will eat you all.
As the wolf couldn't get past the door, he knocked on the door to try his chance again. This time, he really thinned his voice to make it sound like their mother's.
My dear goats, I'm stuck outside. Come on, open the door for me. I'm so tired. I've brought you a lot of food. Why are you making your mother wait outside?
This sounds like my mother, but we need to be sure. Mother, please stretch your legs out from under the door. Remember what we discussed? Show us your feet. So the wolf stretched out his feet. Of course, after seeing the dark feet, the goats realized that this was the wolf. Get lost!
Get lost!
You're not our mother.
Her feet are white.
White as snow.
We won't open the door. We won't open the door.
We won't open.
The wolf got furious. He went to the bakery and bought a sack of flour. He came back to the kids' door and covered his feet in flour, making them completely white.
This should work now. I'm going to catch the goats. You little goats. You can't escape from me.
But the wolf had forgotten one thing. The little goats were very clever. Terrified of the wolf constantly hovering outside their door, they came up with a plan.
My sisters and brothers, I have a feeling. I think that this wolf isn't going to give up easily and he's going to try to trick us. If this treacherous wolf comes to our door again, even if we see white feet, we'll peek from under the door. If it's indeed our mother, we'll recognize her smell from even behind the door.
The goats gathered round and whispered the plan to one another. They all had a different task. With joy, the wolf knocked on the door again with his feet snow-white covered in flour. This time he was so sure that he'd be able to trick the goats.
Kids, come on! I'm your mother. Look what I bought you. If you open the door, I have a gift for all of you. Here are my snow-white feet. Look from under the door. Did you see? Did you see my snow-white feet?
When the goats carefully looked at the feet, they realized that they were way too big to be their mothers. Yes, they're white, but they are huge. Kids, this is the wolf again, not our mother. Come on, let's carry out our plan. Okay, Mother. I'm opening the door right away. As they planned, everyone hid in a different place. One of them hid under the blanket, one under the bed, one inside the closet, one inside the oven, and another behind the curtains. And one of them went onto the roof. Her task was up there. Their plan was coming together perfectly. Finally, the little goat, who knew that the time had come, slowly pulled on the string that he attached to the door from inside the old big clock in the living room where he was hiding, and the door opened. The door's open, Mummy. You can come in now. The wolf that entered the house was shocked to find it empty.
Huh?
He couldn't see a single goat anywhere. Suddenly, he noticed something moving under the blanket. The wolf walked there slowly, holding his hands out. He lifted the blanket.
I've got you, little one. Did you think you could trick me? No one can escape from me. Rawr!
The big sister was the one under the blanket. In her hand was a bottle of spicy red pepper. Suddenly, she threw all of it at the wolf's face. And the goat under the bed poured the bottle of oil on the wolf's feet. There was oil everywhere. The wolf's face, mouth, nose and eyes were burning, so he couldn't stand on the slippery floor and fell flat on the ground. Covered all in oil, the wolf rolled over and over towards the door, trying to escape.
Help! Help! I'm burning! I'm burning! Isn't there anyone to help me? My eyes are burning. I can't see anything.
The kid, hiding in the big old clock, poked his head out and with a hoarse voice,
"Catch this treacherous wolf and punish him. He should know what it means to try to trick us."
Upon hearing this, all the others started throwing the tomatoes they had stored in the living room from the freezer, and also the marbles they played with, to the wolf that couldn't run on the slippery ground. The goat on top of the roof threw a bucket of cold water over the wolf's head that was hardly able to come out the door. The wolf ran for his life as fast as he could.
I'll never come to this house again. I got burned from the peppers they threw at me. I froze from the cold water, and I'm covered in tomatoes. I'm a frozen tomato. If I had thought for 40 years, I would have never thought that these little goats could trick me. Either I've gotten very old, or these goats are really very clever.
Towards evening, Mother Goat returned from the market. She had bought her little goats a lot of fruit and vegetables so that they could be healthy. Each one of them was fond of a different fruit. The mother did not forget any of them and chose them carefully. When she arrived in front of the door, she noticed the entrance was completely wet. She looked up and there was not a cloud in the sky, and it wasn't raining. She knocked on the door and called out to the little goats.
My little goats, I'm here. Open the door for me. I'm very tired and my hands are full of bags. I also have a surprise for you.
Show us your feet.
Show us your feet.
Show us your feet.
Mother Goat stretched her feet under the door. The goats realized that these were their mother's feet right away. Her voice was also their mother's. They opened the door without hesitation. Mother Goat screamed with shock when she entered the house. It was a big mess. Peppers and tomatoes were on the floor, and furniture was scattered all around. Mother Goat was terrified.
My God, what happened to this house? What is this? There are tomatoes and peppers everywhere. Are you okay?
The little goats told their mother what had happened to them one by one. The mother was very sad, but was also very proud of her children. Once again, she realized how clever they were. Later, they all cleaned their house together. They ate their dinner.
My smart little ones, I love you all so much. You did well today. You acted together and you defeated the bad wolf. I'm proud of you. It makes me so happy to be the mother of such clever goats.
She hugged and kissed them one by one. The next day, they all went to the police to complain about the wolf.
Oh.
They told the forest police everything that had happened. The forest police congratulated the little goats for their bravery and cleverness. He even told them that if they wanted, they could become forest police when they grew up. The goats were very happy to hear this. The wolf was caught and sent far away. He was punished to never come back. The 7 little goats lived happily ever after, protecting one another, just like their mother had taught them. Once upon a time, in a very beautiful country, there lived a kind king and queen that everyone loved. Their only wish was to have a daughter. One day, their wish came true, and their daughter came into the world. They organized a feast to celebrate the event. All the kings and queens of other kingdoms, all the townspeople, and the 12 fairies of the country were invited. As part of the celebration, everyone presented their gift to the newborn princess. When it was the fairies' turn, each of them made a wish using their magical wand. There were exactly 12 fairies.
May life bring you everlasting happiness.
Let your beauty be spoken of all across the lands.
Let this princess be a very clever girl.
Let her always be generous to our people.
Suddenly, the entire hall started to shake. As everyone watched in awe, there was a high-pitched sound. The wicked fairy was the 13th fairy. They especially hadn't invited her to the party. Furious, the wicked fairy approached the crib and pushed aside the 12th good fairy that still hadn't made her wish.
So, I'm the only one that wasn't invited, I see.
Well, even if I wasn't invited, I also have a wonderful gift for the princess. On her 16th birthday, the princess will prick her finger on a needle and die.
Staring at the wicked fairy, the king and queen begged the good fairy to do something. Please, do whatever it takes to break this curse, good fairy.
Unfortunately, my queen, I cannot remove the curse that the wicked fairy has cast, but I can at least lighten it. When the princess pricks her finger with the needle, she won't die. She will sleep for 100 years. She will only be awakened with the kiss of a prince. That's all I can do.
The king immediately prohibited the use of needles and had them removed from his kingdom. He ordered his guards to watch over the princess until she grew up. The good fairy's wishes had come true. The princess turned out to be a beautiful, well-mannered young girl. In the palace, she could only wander around the garden with the fairies. Her father always watched over her. On the day of her 16th birthday, the princess was locked up in a room to stop the curse from happening. Everyone was very anxious. If nothing happened until sunset, the curse would be lifted. The princess was bored and wanted to open the window to catch some fresh air. Outside, the weather was beautiful. As she opened the window, she saw a raven with a little box in its beak. The bird placed the box on the windowsill and flew away. It was such a beautifully decorated box that the princess couldn't resist her curiosity. She opened the box and saw a glowing diamond ring. She thought it was a birthday gift from the fairies, so she put it on her finger. But a little needle was hidden underneath the diamond. So, when the needle pricked her, the princess fell into her 100-year slumber. The bird that had brought the box to the princess was the raven of the wicked fairy. When they couldn't hear any sound from the princess's room for some time, the king became anxious and went to check on her.
My girl, you haven't said anything. Open the doors so I can see you. Be patient. There's only 2 hours left until sundown and the curse will be broken.
The king couldn't get a reply, so he unlocked the door and entered the room. To his surprise, he found his daughter lying on the floor.
My queen! Guards! Run! My princess has fallen asleep! It's a disaster! A disaster!
When they saw the ring on the princess's finger, the upset king and queen immediately realized what had happened. The wicked fairy had tricked the princess into pricking her own finger, fulfilling the curse.
Good fairy, do something, please. Either awake her or let us all sleep and awake with her. We can start our lives again when she wakes up in 100 years. How can we live without her?
To cast this spell, we have only till sunset. We have little time, but I'll do it. First, let's get the princess into a beautiful bed.
They immediately carried her to her room. They laid her in a bed covered with flowers in her most beautiful gown. The king and queen sat in their thrones. The servants waited where they stood. The birds, cats, and dogs. Everyone was ready. And the good fairy cast her most powerful spell yet.
Let everyone in the palace fall asleep along with the princess and awake with her.
With a wave of her hand, everyone in the palace fell asleep. The palace was to be known as the Palace of Sleeping Beauty from then on. As years passed, the palace was covered with thorns and vines. No one could enter anymore. Many years passed. One day, as the prince was wandering around with his soldiers, he noticed the palace covered in vines.
There it is. This must be Sleeping Beauty's castle, the one my mom always told me about when I was younger. Look, it is completely covered with vines.
He took out his sword at once and started cutting down the vines. He fought his way through and made it to the door of the castle. When he entered, he was speechless by what he saw. The king and queen in their thrones and the people of the palace all sleeping in some place. They were all lying still. He started wandering through all the rooms of the palace, trying to find the princess.
I'm gonna find you, beautiful princess. I'll save you. I will lift the curse.
The prince was frantic, running around trying to find the princess's room. Finally, he came across a magnificent door in the tower. He opened it slowly and found the incredibly beautiful princess asleep on a bed of flowers.
My goodness, how beautiful she is. It's as if she fell asleep yesterday. Her flowers still smell wonderful.
The prince couldn't bear to see the princess sleeping like an angel, so he gave her a kiss on the cheek. At that moment, the princess woke up. When she saw the handsome prince standing before her, she asked,
"What happened? Am I still dreaming?"
No, my princess, you aren't dreaming any longer. The curse has been broken. Please, give me your hand. Let me help you get up from this bed.
The princess gave her hand to the prince and got up. When the curse was broken, everyone woke up from their sleep. The king, queen, servants, cats, dogs, and flowers in the garden all came to life again. There was nothing left of the vines and thorns. The king and queen ran to their daughter's room in excitement.